Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about the concept of Venus being your bank account. And this truly is a very good concept because it'll help you understand how you're either increasing your balance or depleting your balance. And I want you to know that while moon, yes, moon is a very important astrological body that rules your day-to-day income, your day-to-day cash flow, but Venus is the planet that determines not just your love life, but the big money that gets you luxuries. Again, if you make big money and do not use it for luxuries, then it's more like Saturn money. But if you're using big money and using this to enhance yourself, to get yourself luxury products, to get yourself luxury vacations, luxury home, that is what Venus really funds. And if this is the type of bank income that you want to create for yourself, watch this video to understand what are the things that builds the Venus currency and what are the things that depletes the Venus currency. And let's dive into it. So, before we go into what are some of the things that you can do to actually increase your bank account in terms of Venus energy, you need to know certain day to day activities that you're doing that's depleting your Venus bank account. The first one, as I always say, is cleanliness. And it's the reason why they always say cleanliness is next to godliness. Because as soon as you're clean, your environment is clean, your house is perfect, you are perfect, you're not smelling, you're nicely groomed, there is godlessness about it, the gods will bless you. That is just a basic, simple rule. So, if you're trying to do all of the other steps without doing this basic step of keeping your home, keeping your room exquisitely clean, not just like putting things away at a high level, but actually making sure it's dust free, grime free, you've really like wipe down surfaces, etc. Inside your closet, you're not just like dumping all your clothes, but you're actually folding them neatly and putting them away. So this is your first base, and you have, if this is done, then you can move on to the next steps to ensure that you're not leaking your energy. And the next step is to really limit uh, your scrolling time, because when you're scrolling, you're getting like constant dopamine hits, and your dopamine is just kind of uh, getting released. It's like a way of your Venus energy getting released, right? So instead of conserving your dopamine and using it on yourself, you are now with this very frequent dopamine hits, using up your like spark and on something that's absolutely not productive. Like there's nothing that you're gaining out of it. So this is the second tip that you can consider. If you're wearing very revealing clothes consistently, you are again leaking your Venus energy. And again, I see this in my gym all the time. And I've been a regular in the gym every morning for the last maybe 3 years. And in these 3 years, there are so many women who have come and so many women who have left, but they haven't had the mystery or the retaining power to consistently continue to come without without losing their charm. So what they do is, as soon as they join the gym, they start immediately, like really removing all their clothes and really being in very skimpy clothes, right? So when men start looking at you, they're kind of like leeching away your Venus energy. And in about 6 to 8 months' time, when the validation stops coming in, or when the girls see that these same men are looking at another woman who's wearing similar type of clothes, they stop coming. And that's because her energy now is so low, because everyone's leached off of her body, like looking at it, leached off of it. There's no Venus energy left in her. And then eventually, in about 8 months' time, she moves away. And either they maybe go to another gym, again seeking further validation, or I don't know what they do. But in these 3 year periods, I have seen so many women and also men, right? Also men, like they come and they leave. And it's not that they're relocating or anything. No one's relocating at that in this frequency. It's just that they expose themselves or start flirting so early on and so much that they don't know how to operate without that validation, and they are completely drained out of all of their Venus energy. The next form of leak is when you have casual sex. And I know casual sex is used in a way to say like, oh, it's okay to have sex in a longer term committed relationship. But if this person really wants commitment from you, then they might as well marry you. And then if you're very young and it's not your marriageable age, don't even bother being in a relationship. Use this time to like really study, really work on your craft, and really up level yourself. This is not the time for relationships. I think we are getting into relationships and dating like so early on and depleting our Venus energy so much that by the time men and women reach like 28, they are like already depleted of all of their Venus energy. So stop like getting into like relationships just for the sake of, if you can really like avoid it as much as possible till much later in life. Like when I say much later is like from maybe 24, 25, like I would say 28, 27ish onwards. That's when you can maybe think about like a relationship, and primarily from for the reason of commitment. But any sex outside of marriage is just like so silly, because you're literally wasting your Venus energy on random people who are not going to be part of your life story. So all that glow up that you've done, all the hard work you've done, men, all the work that they've done on themselves and earning more money, women, all the work you've done in like earning more money on your glow up, on your beautification, all of that is just wasted when you just sleep around, especially like one night stands or real like short term ones, like very very short term. It is so bad because in that short exchange this can be so much trauma that's dumped into your body from another person, all their childhood traumas, all of their problems, all of the financial issues is now in your body. Why would you want to, after all the hard work that you've done on yourself, why would you want to like take on someone else's childhood traumas and financial troubles and all the problems? So it's very important we really like stop normalizing this. Keep all sex for only after marriage. Like that should be a basic rule. The next point is when you are jealous of another person, especially if you're jealous of their luxurious life or you're jealous of their beauty. These two aspects. If you are jealous of anyone on these two aspects, you've immediately like pissed off Venus, because Venus is like you don't see all of those cool things in yourself. You think you're idolizing someone else. That truly means you don't deserve it. You are a nobody, and Venus is just absolutely not happy with you. She will not bless you. This one is about having sexual thoughts. So, a lot of us are not really in a relationship, but we see someone exciting, and then we spend a lot of time fantasizing about this person and thinking about this person and using that as a sexual stimulation. You're getting literally nothing in actual real life, it's all in your head. And again, you've wasted all that Venus energy in fantasizing about someone who is not in your life, not contributing in your life in any way. So just stop doing that and you will really conserve your Venus energy. So now let's go on to how do we build up this Venus bank balance. And all of the tips that I've covered before, all the things that I said like are depleting you, you understand that you just have to do the opposite and you would be good, which means that you will not get into casual sex, you will dress nicely and be clean, you will keep your house and environment clean, you're going to not waste your time daydreaming, sexual fantasizing, all of that stuff. So you know exactly what to do. Just do, all the tips that I've covered before. But very important to really build your balance, Venus balance up, is that you on Fridays, which is the day of Venus, we really start fasting on this day. Like really, and when I say fasting, good clean thoughts, good clean food, and where this food is only once end of the day after sundown, you get to have one proper meal. Throughout the day, you will only have water, and you wear something light like like pastel white or pastel pink, very light beautiful colors, and really look pretty, apply perfume, look beautiful, and spend some time praying to Goddess Venus to replenish your Venus energy. Of course, this is not the day you will you're going to like watch PORN and do other stuff. This is a day of being very sattvic and very beautiful, peaceful, clean, and really praying to Goddess Venus to bless you and your Venus energy abundantly so that you have a committed relationship and not just casual things that do not last. I have a document that I'm going to link here. It has all the things that you can do. It's only $11. I give you secret ancient remedies on specific remedies that you can perform to really remove any Venus blocks in your birth chart. And separately, if you want like a one on one booking so that I can really look at your whole chart, understand it from a Venus perspective, see what Mahadasha you're on, and really tailor specific remedies for you, I can do that as well. I'll leave the links for those below. But please do share this with people. I really want to de-normalize casual sex. I really want all men and women to like make sex very sacred and bring it back to only after marriage. I want you all to like really appreciate your bodies and not reveal it too much. Yes, we're open to do whatever. This is our lifetime. We can wear whatever. But I think we've done it. We've overshared. We've overexposed, and there's nothing beautiful that's come out of it. So I think it's time to go back to our roots and really we know the right things already, right? But it's actually executing on those right things. Thank you so much. Bye bye.